Back, an Iowa family says it's in panic mode after learning new Medicaid rules will substantially cut assistance they receive to help pay for in-home nursing services for their disabled son. Tyler Eckner spoke with the family and shares why the in-home help is so important.
41-year-old Anthony Lukken, or Tony as he prefers to be called, has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a disorder that causes a person's muscles to become weaker over time. Tony was diagnosed with DMD at the age of 5 years old, and since then has been immobile.
It is scary to have DMD because you rely on other people for everything.
Tony lives with his mom and dad who help him live his day-to-day life.
Well, I'm his main caregiver, but he has a nurse that comes Monday through Friday for 8 hours, and she helps. Throughout the day, he needs a lot of suctioning and medications, treatments, so it's a pretty busy day.
To pay for the nurse, the family uses an Iowa Medicaid program, which normally wouldn't apply to Tony. However, a couple weeks ago, the Lukkens were informed they will no longer allow him to use that program.
Iowa Medicaid Waiver Program HD waiver has denied my expectation to policy and said I need to comply with HD waiver guidelines and I cannot appeal.
Which is like $3,000 a month, which isn't enough to have nursing come in.
While the family could still have a nurse, it would only be for a couple hours a day.
We're going to probably lose our nursing agency because they have a hard time staffing anyway, and it's going to be hard to staff a nurse 2 hours a day in a home.
My home health agency is the only agency in town that will take my type of funding. The waiver case manager just notified me that we cannot ask for an extension while we try to figure things out.
Democratic Iowa House Representative J.D. Schulten says this is a common occurrence for Iowa families.
What we've seen coming out of the state government is that it's limiting. They limit more and more of who can be on Medicaid and who cannot be. It is very frustrating to see like just regular Iowans not getting the care they need. And this is unnecessary. Like we should be able to cover everybody.
If the Lukkens don't have a nurse, Lori says it'll be stressful being the only one with extensive training to help Tony.
Without a nurse 40 HRS a week, my mother would be my only caregiver 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Well, when the nurse comes, I'm able to sleep, go to doctor appointments, just get everyday things done. It would be very difficult and very unfair to Tony to have such a stressed, tired caregiver.
While the Lukkens are continuing to figure out what to do, Iowa Democrats are continuing to fight for the expansion of Medicaid.
The problem is right now, the Republicans with the trifecta at the state level are not interested in doing that. If anything, they wanting to narrow it more. And the bill that we passed this year potentially will kick 183,000 Iowans off health care, off their from Medicaid, if things fully get implemented.
Tony's mom says because he needs constant attention, putting him in a care facility is not an option and would cost more than having a nurse.